Hola amigos, bienvenido a la República Dominicana. We're in the Dominican Republic. Don't forget to subscribe.
It's a beautiful morning here in Santo Domingo, and we are walking around exploring the Dominican Republic, giving you all of our first impressions of the country.
We are staying in the Zona Colonial, which is a very easy spot to walk around, and is also the spot of the first European city in the Americas.
We arrived yesterday morning here in the Dominican Republic and we were completely exhausted. We had to go and get a SIM card, exchange money, check into our hotel, and by the time all of that was done, we slept most of the afternoon. But here are some of our first impressions on that first day. Yesterday, as we were driving from the airport to our hostel, the views were incredible. We could see the Caribbean Sea on the left of us, and it was not covered, but it was lined with palm trees. The sea was turquoise, and I am so excited to get to spend a day or several days at the beach here in the Dominican Republic.
We finally sat down for lunch here in the Dominican Republic, and so far we have exchanged money and bought a SIM card, and the amount of times that I have started speaking in Chinese instead of Spanish has been ridiculous. The amount of xiexies and yos for instead of tenes, jeez, we need to get it straight. The restaurant the driver told us to try. It's hot today. We have come here in August, which is prime summertime here, and there are no clouds in the sky, so the sun is shining directly on us, and it's already above 80 degrees in the morning. Let's walk around. The Zona Colonial in Santo Domingo is easy to find because being such an old European colony, it will be surrounded by a wall. And this is a very touristy spot filled with restaurants and some shopping places and hotels. In this moment, we realized we were going on a surprise tour.
Second trip, Colombo. You can do that. Yeah. Yeah, you do it, yo. Yeah, you say what you do.
So walking around with our guide, we just found the house of the Christopher Colon's family. His son lived here, and it was the first stone house in Santo Domingo.
So we were walking around the Plaza de España, recording ourselves, and then a guide kind of just was casually starting to talk to us. And we ended up going on a little tour with him, and we're now at a gift shop factory making stones. We learned about how the stones are made here. And now we're just walking around trying to cool off because it's very hot outside. Your mom likes wine and rum. Get that.
We have left the gift shop and our guide has disappeared without saying goodbye. So that was kind of an interesting thing that might happen to you if you come to the Zona Colonial. He said that he works for the government, so we did not have to pay him, and I guess that's 100% true. He didn't even want to tip at the end, so.
Yeah, we learned a little bit about Christopher Columbus's house, how the Africans would come to the Plaza España and then they would be sold there. Learned about Christopher Columbus's family home, that you don't have to pay for museums here in Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo.
Because they are government owned?
Yeah. So,
Sorry, what did
oh, here he is.
Oh, there you are.
Found him.
This is the first hospital of the New World. It was built in 1503, and it also was a church. What's left of it is just the structure. One thing that I have noticed while walking through these historic places is that there are a lot of graffiti and scratches on them. You should never really graffiti on a historic place, but I've noticed it a lot here, which I think is kind of an odd and a little disrespectful to do if you're traveling to a new place and you're learning about these things. Like, you don't need to etch in your love for someone on a historic place. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Our guide walked us into this chocolate factory where they make cacao powder of everything. And we tried some chocolates. We got hot chocolate and cacao tea, which I've never had before, and it is really good. I'm quite tempted to get some before we leave. I would buy chocolate, but it's too hot outside that if we were to buy it, it would be liquid by the time we get to our hostel this afternoon.
Welcome to
Is it the first cathedral?
yeah, 1923.
Because the hospital was a church as well, right? Right now, we're standing in front of the first cathedral in the Americas, and this was built in 1523. They still offer Mass for tourists 6 days a week, and then on Sundays, only locals can go to Mass.
What started off as an early morning for us to get out to try to beat the heat and walk around, giving you our first impressions of Dominican Republic, turned out to be a little walking tour. As we were walking, we casually started talking to Jose, the guide, and he just was like, "It's no pay, don't have to pay anything. Let's go walk around and see all the sights of the Zona Colonial." And we just like, yeah, why not? Let's learn a bit. And here we are. We finished at 11, so it was about 2 hours walking around. We went to different museums. We went to a chocolate shop, and now it's hot, and we need to find some AC and just sit and cool down before we continue on our first impressions, which is gonna probably be a little different this time. Something we noticed yesterday and today is mosquitoes are terrible, and I have not been able to see any. So I don't know how I'm getting bit profusely, but I have so many bug bites on the backs of my legs. Like, look at all those. And luckily we have Tiger Balm from Cambodia. The clouds have come in and we are trying to cool off a little bit before walking around some more. Something we noticed, people here in the Dominican Republic love to just sit at a park and relax. At night, the park started getting really full because that's when it was the coolest. Everyone had bottles of beer with cups and they were just sitting, relaxing. We saw some people playing dominoes in the street. We even watched like a music video or just like a dance video being made. And now there are 2 people rollerblading out here at the Plaza de España. Very park culture.
We quickly came back to our hostel to cool down since we have AC in our room. So let's give you a quick room tour.
This is our hostel room here in Santo Domingo. We are staying at the Island Life Hostel. It's one of the top rated places to stay here in Santo Domingo, so we're pretty lucky. Very basic, but you're only here to sleep. This is our bed. We have beautiful AC unit because it gets very hot here, a desk, and then a toilet. Very simple. a toilet, and then around this corner is a shower. That is our room here in Santo Domingo. We are now going to go continue our first impressions of Dominican Republic. We spent the last hour relaxing in the hostel room because it has AC and it's getting really hot outside. But as we were walking to lunch, we wanted to share with you about how Zona Colonial is considered one of the safer areas of Santo Domingo because of the higher police presence and it just being a tourist area. They do say, however, that if you are gonna have your camera out and your phone, to keep an eye out, just to look around your surroundings, be smart, and be cautious of the people that are on the motorbikes because they're gonna be the most likely to take your things. What park is this? We are in Parque Colón and there are hundreds of pigeons around here. Pigeons are gross, but people love to feed them, so they just surround you. They're so... Why are there so many pigeons?
Here they come.
Just don't poke one.
They're everywhere. Oh, it's on her. She is not happy.
This is why you don't feed the pigeons.
While we were walking around with Jose, we noticed that the Zona Colonial has a lot of firsts for the Americas, including the hospital that we saw earlier and this cathedral, called the First Cathedral of the Americas. The Zona Colonial also established the layout for all the future colonial cities, which is pretty cool.
As we are walking around, everyone is saying hello to me. And they're all saying, hola. And they're good kisses. I'm very popular, very attractive, I guess.
We are going to a place called De Luis, which is just across the street. It was recommended to us by our hostel as some local Dominican food. All right, we need to figure out to cross the street though, because there's no crosswalk.
And it's a highway. Keep going on. Go, 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 go.
We have ordered some Dominican food for lunch. I got the sancocho with rice, and then Kelly got a mini mampongo. It's very good. It's like a little oniony, lots of, I don't know what the flavors are. I don't know the words for these things.
And the mini mampongo. It's basically like potato with fried pork skins in it. It's actually really good. I wonder if this gravy is supposed to go on top of it though. I don't know how to put it on though.
Oh, you forgot how to eat.
Yeah, the gravy adds a lot of flavor to it. It's very good.
Yesterday, as we were riding from the airport to Santo Domingo, we were able to look out onto the beautiful view of the Caribbean Sea. And as you can see behind me, the water is crystal clear and blue, different shades of blue as well. And it's just so awesome being here on a Caribbean island and being able to see the ocean like this.
There's something about being near the ocean with the palm trees and then the bright blue buildings that is so relaxing and beautiful to me. It just makes me so happy seeing all the bright colors around me. As we're walking back to our hostel in the Zona Colonial, we happened to see another tour guide that just was trying to be nice, be friendly, come up to us and talk about things that are around us. This time we did say no thank you because we are tired and we really want to just go back and relax. So if you are in a Dominican Republic, you see the guys in the blue shirts. They are tour guides and they are going to kind of just walk you around. Very friendly gesture, you tip at the end, but we're not ready for a second tour of the day.
No, we're not.
So far, it's been very easy to walk to every place that we've been wanting to go, mostly because we are staying in the area that we made our way out for lunch. It looks like there's an overpass to cross this main highway, but it's not too bad. If you are going longer distance, I guess Uber is very popular here, which is what we are going to take tomorrow morning to get to the bus station, and then we're taking a public bus. So we'll update you on how those go tomorrow.
One weird thing that keeps happening is every time we walk by the police, they always give me a big smile and wave. I think it's because of Kelly. Before we came, we researched that you needed to know a lot of Spanish and able to get around. And lucky for us, at least in this area, a lot of people have been able to talk to us in English. And if they can't use English, then they've been more than willing to get out their phone and use Translate to let us know what's happening or to ask us questions.
Everyone here has been super friendly so far, and if we are going to take pictures like on the street, people are stopping their bikes or their cars to let us go out and take our picture or letting us cross the street. Everyone has been friendly, willing to help. So Santo Domingo, your people, beautiful. We are both getting very tired. It's coming to the end of the day, so we're going to a place that Jose told us to go, which is to get ice cream. We just finished the popsicles and they were so delicious after the hot day here in Santo Domingo. So if you are ever here, make sure you head to that popsicle shop.
We are visiting a few different cities here in the Dominican Republic, so make sure to subscribe to our channel to check out all the places we visit.
And don't forget to give this video a like and let us know in the comments what your favorite thing is about the Dominican Republic. We'll see you in the next video.
See ya.
Adios.